Hello. In this video, we will be using the one octave major scale creator and solfège to figure out the notes for a major scale in the key of G. All you need to remember before doing this exercise is you need to know your starting note. In this case, it's going to be G. Let's find middle C. We're going to count up to G. Here's G. This is in the middle of the three black keys. And the other thing you'll need to know is what is a whole step and what is a half step. So a half step is on the piano, just the very next key. So that would be a half step. This would be a half step. Whole steps are going to be two half steps, 1, 2, or as I like to say, skip one key. Skip that one, that's a whole step. Skip this one, that's a whole step. So we're going to start on G, and on our diagram we will see the major scale formula. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is a major scale in solfège. And underneath you'll see some W's and H's. The W refers to whole step, H refers to half step. So I'm going to start by writing our starting note. Is going to be do, is going to be G in this case. And so we see do to re is a whole step, so we're going to skip one key. That means re is on A here. And then re to mi, also a whole step, so we're going to skip this black key. Re to mi. And then we've got mi to fa is our next syllables. Mi to fa is a half step, so we are not going to skip any keys. It could be right next door to each other. Mi, fa. And then fa to so, whole step. So we're going to skip this black key. Here's so. So to la, another whole step. So we're going to skip this black key. So to la. And la to ti, also a whole step. So now this one, we're going to end up on a black key. Check this out. So la, we're going to skip this one, and ti is going to be up here on F sharp. And then ti to do is a whole step. And you'll notice both of your do's are on a G. This one's just an octave higher. So then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to fill out which letter name goes with which syllable. So in this case, do is G, so we put G here. Re is on A, put A down here. Mi is on B, put a B down here. Fa is on C. See here. So is on a D. La is on an E. T is on an F sharp. I'm just going to draw it next to it up here. And put a little arrow so we know we're talking about the black key. F sharp. And do is G. Important thing to remember is you can't have any important thing to remember is you need to have in these boxes just one letter. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. The do's are the same, so those letters can be the same. Okay, now finally, the last step for the worksheet is we're going to draw the scale notes in both treble and bass clef. So treble G, we'll start on treble G, which is the second line from the bottom. So the bottom line is E, F is the space, and then treble G. So G. And now the scale, they're all touching, they're all next door to each other. So they're all going to be seconds apart. So you're going to alternate lines and spaces. So G is on a line, A will be on a space, B will be on a line, C will be on a space, D is a line, E is a space. Here's where it is a little tricky. So we write it F sharp, but in music, the sharp has to come before the note because our eye needs to know what to play. So we're going to put the sharp first. And notice I'm putting the sharp, I'm putting the middle of the sharp hole is going to have the line through it. F sharp, and then G is going to be a space, and that's going to sit on top of the staff. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now we'll do the same for the bass staff. I'm going to start on low G this time. So we've got low G, line, A, space, B, line, C, space, D, line, E, space, and then again we've got F sharp, also on a line this time. Draw it around with a line going through the middle, F sharp, and G. So using the solfège scale formula of whole steps and half steps, you've now figured out what the G scale is on the keyboard. You figured out what the letters are in the scale, and you have written those scale notes on the staffs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.